Ready?
Hey! Good
Gold's Day.
That was all kind of a hot mess.
Yep. And Callie's about to eat it.
That was all. I love gold.
Gold. Gold.
Gold.
Gold.
Gold.
Gold.
Gold. Gold. And guess.
Gold.
Guess what this is. Guess what this one is. Gold.
Gold. I've got gold for you and you and you and you and you, and I hope
Give
that
me
you do
gold.
too. It's so fun. So, okay, wait. So this can actually be a hazard.
But it's funny. Did you get them all?
I
threw
think
like
there's
3.
one like somewhere.
It's on the windowsill.
Anyways, so
No
for
problem.
those of you guys who didn't see the first 5 seconds of today's video, we just threw a whole bunch of samples in the air. Feel free to watch the recording of this. It definitely didn't go as expected. So, you know, in the memes, like how I feel like when I'm going to do this, what it actually looks like.
Somebody should actually make a video of that. Would be amazing.
That will be amazing. So yeah, you know, we threw some samples in the air, and Callie's currently wondering,
She's trying to get her protein on.
why are you throwing things to the ground and not letting me eat it? And Callie, yeah, we can try it sometime, just not now, because we have a show. So come on, join us for the show.
Okay, so
because-
what's the point though?
Yeah.
What's the point? Why are we raining XND up on these babes?
Well, so you guys, today's Wednesday, Wealth Wednesdays, and you know, we have some Team XND conversations on those days. So if you're a Team XND member, just go ahead and drop XND in the comments. If you're not yet, that's okay. You don't have to be.
This conversation,
It's an educational conversation.
this conversation is for anybody who would like to supplement a healthy lifestyle.
Callie
So
wants to definitely.
You can be part of the network marketing as a customer, as a business builder, or not at all. But the purpose of this conversation is to educate. How can we show people that we actually have something that's going to benefit them?
Yeah.
Because everybody says, I have the best supplements. We have the best products. They're the most bioavailable. They're the cleanest. They're the purest.
They taste the best.
They taste the best. Everybody says that.
They taste like sour gummies.
Everybody says that. The creatine JB does taste like green Skittles, I'm just going to say. But how do, for one, if you are the consumer or if you are the interested potential consumer, how do you know if it's the best? And if you are somebody who is presenting something to somebody, how do you show them the level of belief that you have that this is a phenomenal product?
Mm-hmm.
So today is about that.
Yeah. So let's begin like from, you know, consumer all the way to Team XND member, and how this will really, how this can benefit everybody who's listening to this conversation. So, you know, X Endurance is a company that we are affiliated with. We take our brand as well as other brands that we are affiliated with very seriously because our standards are really, really high. You know, really the truth about the supplement industry, as you guys know, what we offer is coaching services, you know, that teach people movement, nutrition, and lifestyle habits so that they can really optimize their lifestyle, and also coaching services that will to help them to 10x their life from a personal, professional, and financial standpoint. So now,
this is funny. My wife and I were fighting over the last gold. Focus. Where is this focus? Focus. The last one, because you forgot to order more. Unbelievable.
So knowing that, you know, when you teach people these things, a question that you get very often is, what should I supplement with? Or, oh, I have this pain in my knee, what do I do, right? So, you know, we needed to provide better services, honestly, for all of you guys. And, you know, we knew of this amazing brand whose products we've been taking for quite some time. And that's why we really decided to affiliate with them. So we've been affiliated with X Endurance for quite some time.
I actually wanted to affiliate with a supplement company because I know that there are things that people want, and I know there's things that people need. Mm-hmm. As much as we want to believe, hey, yes, I should be able to get all of the nutrients from the food that I eat, but in reality, food is not the same, and it does not carry the same amount of nutrient density as it used to. And when we cook things, it loses a certain amount of nutrient value. So just to have something to be able to supplement with is extremely beneficial when supplementing with something that is actually effective.
Yeah, or maybe it can solve a problem that, you know, just other methods alone will only take you so far. Or maybe from a convenience standpoint, you know, like it helps you to take it to the next level in one way, shape, or form. So really, that is kind of like our own 2 cents with regards to why we chose to affiliate with X Endurance. You know, something that we always talk about is when we talk about something, we talk about the why behind it, because there has to be an intention. So, you know, there is an intention for us to affiliate with XND, and that is because it helps us to provide more value based on what we're doing already. So, you know, now let's talk about value to the consumer, right? Like, this is why it started in the first place. Now, if you hear, let's say, collagen and greens, take this collagen and greens, it's the most best tasting, most convenient way. You can just slip it in your gym bag, in your handbag, whatever it is. You know, why would you want to take that specific collagen and greens where there is like 200 other brands of collagen and greens, or collagen or greens? And this is really why we're having today's conversation, because we're talking about the power of giving out samples. So now people are bombarded with so much information each and every day. And, you know, when you take away any form of resistance from a person, they're a lot more likely to buy into your idea, right? Like, for example, a lot of you guys, the way you came to us is from a 14-day workout program that we've created for you, where we literally took any form of resistance of you not doing it. We're like, you don't have to go to the gym. You don't even have to put on gym clothes. You can do it in your PJs or naked, however you want to. You don't need to know anything about training. All you have to do is just click on that button. And in fact, we are going to be coaching you and doing it with you at the same time. So when you're feeling, you know, that like burning sensation in your muscles, guess what? We're going to be right there with you. And then our dog is going to run in and show you how funny it actually is. And then we dance in between, right? Like, all resistance was taken away so that you can give yourself the opportunity to try one workout. For those of you guys who've done the Rise Above workout program, like, we've heard multiple people saying that this was the first workout program that I was able to go from start to finish. Okay. So, you know, like, once you know that you have a good product, if you take away any form of resistance, you're making the next step so much easier.
Not only that, they go from Rise Above 14 days through all 4 burn zones, which is another 150 workouts?
60.
160 workouts in 4 months.
All the way to the underground training club. So
not 4 months, sorry, 8 months.
So, you know, let's say, you know, you see your friend who complains about how her hair has been falling out, and you're like, Linda, I've got this amazing thing that can help you. You know, and it's like, as soon as somebody tells you something, it doesn't matter how much you like them. I've had clients that I literally had to 1 month convince them why they need to take it. I'm like, you're already paying to work with me. You trust me. Why don't you just believe me? And I even had to tell them that. So, but that has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. But if you're like, Linda, just take this thing. This will help you.
It goes back to...
And she can feel it.
Hold on. It goes back to that there's so much out there. There's this like unspoken skepticism, just this subconscious skepticism we all have to something new. Why is yours the best? What is your initiative? Why are you trying to get me to buy something? And like all these questions go through our mind. And when you have a sincere, genuine desire to help somebody improve the quality of their life because they've shared a problem with you, and you do that in an authentic way, and you say, look, like, I don't expect you to just believe me, but I'm happy to like give this to you so you can try it for yourself. Now, also knowing, hey, one time taking this is not going to change your life, but at least it will allow you to be able to taste it to see if you can like handle it or whatever they need to experience in order for them to be like, okay, I can do that. People just want to try things before they commit to an entire month's worth of something. Because how many supplements have you purchased, a whole month's worth, or a jug or a bag or something, and you're like, this is shit, and I stuck with a whole month of it. People don't want to do that. So that's where it's like, hey, look, you need to take this for it to work. You need to take this consistently for at least a month. This is not a month's worth, but this will at least allow you to try it to see how you like it. Right? Now, people, like we were talking before we actually turned the thing on, we were like, people believe what they see, not what they hear. But people do believe what they see and what they hear and what they've experienced. So if you give them all 3, I'm telling you about it, verbal, they can choose to believe what they hear or not. We now have created a reputation that more people believe what we hear without having to see or experience something first. But in the beginning, we've got to show, we've got to give, and we've got to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody's more likely to be like, okay, I can get on board with that, you know? But then what do we do after we give them a sample? Just give it to them and then, okay, bye.
Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely an art to it, because if you just give it away expecting that, you know, like you're just gonna be able to actually help them with that, that's not true. So, you know, there are some selling mechanics that go into it for sure. However, you know, like giving out samples, especially like giving people a taste of something before they have to pay for it, especially when you know that you have a superior product. Superior products will always cost more. Let's talk about that. Okay, like for example, our programs, right, are higher than average price point in, you know, like the fitness and the weight loss world.
Also higher in value.
Right. However, the value that you get is 100 times anything else that you will get. So you're actually paying a lot less. But this is something that we need to bring up, because the first thing that somebody will see before they will experience is the price. And then they will say, well, why don't I just go for the collagen that I can get at Costco for 25 bucks when this is double the amount? But if you have already taken it, you've experienced it for yourself, you've noticed like maybe a change. I mean, there's only so much that things can change in one experience, but you can kind of get a sense of how something makes you feel. Then guess what? Guess what?
What?
You're a lot more likely to be bought in, because price is only an issue in the absence of value. So if you're giving value, then guess what? Price is no longer an issue.
Coach Kayla's in here, and she actually just said, my hair is so much thicker after consistency with the collagen and greens. So Kayla, your mission today, I need you to do this to help everybody in here, okay? Any business builder, Kayla, you need to post your before and after. I've seen it. I was like, dang, did you get your hair done? And you're like, no, that's collagen and greens. I'm like, it literally looks like she went to the hairdresser and got her shit done. It's crazy. And if I believe correctly, you didn't even realize until you looked at the photos back to back and your mind was blown, right? So now when somebody says, why is it so expensive? You're like, because that is the cost of not cutting corners. And then what you do is you send them Kayla's photo before and after of her hair. It's unreal and it's legit. So now what I want to do is Kayla's going to post her photo, and then everybody gets to screenshot it, and that's a testimonial you can share with anybody. This is why it costs this much.
I wanna acknowledge what Danny said. Oh yeah, society is all about what's cheaper and not about what's better, unfortunately, because very rarely do you find in society things that are better. So what they're doing is they're competing based on price. When you have a product that's superior, it's about how can I add the most value. And you know, that's why when it comes to all things X endurance, price is not an issue, because it is valuable. You're actually saving so much in the long run.
Brittany, that's what I did with the creatine, before and after. I want to see a before and after of the creatine, 1 month.
Whoa, I would love to see that too. Brittany, can you make a post too?
And this is huge because women are like, creatine?
Kelly got freaked out.
It's going to make me bulky.
Mama, I want to get bulky. How do I get bulky like
Callie's working on getting bulky right now, like
Boogie.
Boogie.
Bulky like Big Brother.
You have to do sprints, so we'll go to the park later. But you know, with the creatine, a lot of women especially are like, oh yeah, that's for guys. Like in the back of their mind, like that's for guys. Like if you take an actual good creatine, it should help you to lean out. It should help with cognitive function. And it should help you recover and retain muscle mass. It is impossible to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger's sister. Does he have one?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. Unless you're artificially or synthetically injecting hormones that you don't naturally have.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, okay, so what I want you guys to do, if you are a business builder, if you're not a business builder, if you don't even take X endurance, hopefully you're like, what is this stuff? Because it's seriously so transformative, from energy standpoint, joint health, and less joint pain, a faster recovery, a better performance, longevity, youthfulness, energy. It's amazing. Okay, so now, if you are doing the business side of it, if you don't have any samples, you need to always have samples. You need to literally go make an order right now, or put together an auto ship if it's going to be over $100 and set it to send tomorrow. And you need to get everything that comes in actually, I would say probably not the Fuel 5. Most people that you meet are not going to need the Fuel 5. That's more of a specific thing, and I wouldn't recommend for most of society based on what I know most people's goals are. But these, the whey protein, vegan protein or plant-based protein because people have preferences, the collagen and greens because it's recovery for everything other than muscle, hair, skin, nails, etc. So it does something different. I actually mix these two. And then you need focus and you need hydro.
I actually
You could
mix
Sarit mixes these two. Great. Like if you're in the airport, we've given people things in the airport. We've given, just conversation. Hey, where do you live here? Or are you traveling? Like, do you live where we're traveling to? Or are you traveling there for vacation? And whatever, And you start talking. What do you do? What do you do? And you just get in conversation with people. Now that I'm thinking about it, it would be great to have a list of 5 questions that you just ask as a standard to get to know somebody. What do you do? Do you have family? Are you married? Do you have kids? Like whatever the thing is, do you do sports? Have you ever done sports? Like just things to get to know somebody because people want to talk about themselves. And then when you hear, they're like, I'm so busy. Hey, do you ever feel tired or whatever? Like I know for myself. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Like, and then you have something. And if you're always carrying something with you, or you always have, like we always have one of these boxes and it's just filled with. And so whenever we meet somebody and we hear what they need, we're with somebody, he's like, my goal is to swim the English Channel. I said,
yeah, we were at a mastermind this weekend.
I said, hold on. I literally gave him, what did I give him? I gave him Fuel 5 because he's one that
gave him the gel.
I gave him the gels. I gave him the energy gels. I gave him this. He's going to test a workout and then he's going to retest the same workout so he can actually understand how awesome that is. I gave him the Focus and the Hydro to use as a pre-workout. I gave him the Fuel 5, not the Plus, the dark red one. I gave him the Fuel because you're swimming the English Channel. The rules of that are you are not allowed to touch the boat. You can't touch the boat. You can't get in the boat. It's you only. If you stop to eat, you have to tread water and eat or drink water. In the water, you cannot touch the boat. People can hand you things or throw you stuff, but you cannot touch the boat. So I'm like, dude, you need to have bottles full of the Fuel 5. You need the energy gels. You need the Focus and you need the Hydro. You need and I loaded him up and I was like, dude, how would I have been able to have that opportunity if I didn't have anything with me prepared for that situation? So then what do? How do you follow up with somebody? How do you follow up? Because you're giving somebody something to give them an opportunity, but you also want to take advantage of and capitalize on the opportunity because you want everybody to win in the deal. That's the best kind of deal, is where everybody wins. So how do you follow up?
Yeah, so I mean, for one, Stacy dropped a great comment with regards to you can generate a QR code and that can help you with the follow-up. However, you can have all of the cool gadgets and stuff, but if you don't know how to follow up, then none of those are going to make sense. And I truly believe that it all comes down to the first impression that you made and the last impression. And that's why being authentic and being skilled is something that's really important, because you can give this to somebody, but if they're like, ooh, they were weird, or they came off as whatever, like the chances of them responding to you when you follow up with them is very slim to none. Mm-hmm. So, I would say that, like how you start is how you finish and how you finish is how you start. So, you want to put them, you want to be authentic in the sense that you're thinking about where they're coming from and about them and about their life's problems and the fact that they're humans just like you and they're skeptical. Okay. So you just need to have an authentic conversation. And this is when for anybody who really looks the part, like you will have a huge advantage because people will come to you before you'll even have to go to them.
Define look the part.
look the part, look like your body tells a story that inspires people.
So this doesn't need to mean you're shredded like Sarit.
No.
But if you've had your own weight loss journey, a Liz Martini, a Crystal Catalina, she's on the way to looking like Sarit.
She's loving it right now.
Gosh, I'm lost with all my names right now. Veronica Silva. Like if you have a journey, if you've like Stacy has an amazing photo. People from the last Raw have amazing photos. Like if you have any of those kind of transformation photos, that is inspiring and you can use that. Look, I started taking this stuff. I can't say that this is the only thing that I did, right? Don't lie to people. You know, I had to make some other changes too, but this stuff has helped tremendously, but it's inspiring.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's one way. The other way is, you know, like you got to be a people's people to be great at sales by the end of the day, because you just need to love on people and want to help them, because otherwise it comes off as stinky and that shit just doesn't smell good.
Or as Daisy says, like Uncle Rico trying to sell breast enhancement.
So, you know, like just having an authentic,
somebody laughed at that.
Just having an authentic conversation. So let's say, you know, like we're at the airport, we're sitting, you know, like right next to one another. I'm putting this shit in my bottle, right? Like, you know, start having a conversation with me.
You're putting what?
Let's say I'm putting this shit in my bottle, right? Like
this what?
Shit.
This what?
Gold.
Ah, now I understand.
Yeah, so let's do a little bit of role playing.
Well, hold on. Get their phone number. Did we talk about this?
Well, we need to get their information, but before that, we need to start a conversation, because otherwise it's
We're going to go through this whole, I feel like this is a whole nother episode.
Maybe we should leave it to another episode. I don't know. So look,
wow,
you're gonna need to have a conversation.
Here's the deal. Most people are not, there are more people you will have to initiate the conversation with than will initiate the conversation with you.
Absolutely.
So it's unrealistic for me to be like, what is that there that you're drinking? Because most people will think it, but they won't say it. And a thought doesn't start a conversation. Words start a conversation. So, you know, I think people need to be good at just asking people questions to get to know somebody.
Yeah.
To know me is to love me. Get to know people.
Yeah. So, you know, like, let's say you are, let's say the person next to work. The person sitting right next to your office at work. Okay, I'm just trying to think about different scenarios. I know a bunch of you guys work out at home or in your garage. So, you know, let's say person sitting right next to you at work. Linda's yawning. Man, Linda.
Linda, wake up.
Is it me or have you been extra tired lately?
Oh my God, I've been so tired. My kids and the dog and the things and work. Started this new fitness journey. So tired.
Yeah. And, you know, like, how do you feel that that's holding you back, if it is at all? What?
If you're at work with somebody, like, would you really have, like...
Yes, because I know her. So I want to dig.
How do you feel that's holding you back, Linda? Like she just voluntold came into a therapy session.
No, I would want to dig.
So some people will, and that will feel the most comfortable for you. I'm the kind of person that would be like, I have something that I take when I'm tired. You want to try it?
Yeah, can
like,
do that too.
I don't know. And look, to each their own. There's many roads to the same destination. So whereas like one might work for me, a different one will work for Sarit, something else will work for you. But it's how do you authentically approach the situation is what we're trying to get at. So this is it's just an example. How do you feel that's holding you back? I'd be like, I just wish I had more energy. I don't know.
yeah, I got this pretty cool thing that I know can help. Do you want to give it a shot? What is it? It's called the Focus.
It's called X&D Focus. I've been taking this stuff and it's like, woo! Or you are the example. This is where like the inspiring photos come in handy, right? If it's on social media or something like that. But if Linda sees that you are always upbeat, you do always have energy, she might be like, yeah, man, why do you have so much energy? Like I've been told like that I have a lot of energy by some of you even. But some people will question that. How do you have so much energy? I wish that I... Well, I'm happy to be here, so it energizes me, but also there's this thing I take, you know? So,
yeah, but if it's Linda's case, you probably have her phone number already. So then, you know, like the follow-up would look different based on the context. The follow-up will look different based on the context. So like with regards to Linda, want to try it? She might be skeptical. What's in it? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's when a little bit of education may need to come in. If she's sitting in a cubicle right next to you, like a minute later, hey, how do you like it? That is real nice.
Yeah, actually, most people at first are like, oh, I don't know if I was a fan of the taste. And then you're like, you have to try it. Promise me you're going to try 2 more. Promise me you just try it.
Unless it's the watermelon. The dragon fruit.
Some people don't like watermelon. That's preference. It's preference.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, because it's so clean, some people are like, oh, like I gave one to Brandon, Dawson, and Natalie.
Right.
And Brandon mixed the 2. I just ordered the watermelon ones. Guys, hey, by the way, if you order 2 boxes of the 30 singles, I think today's the last day you can do it, right? You get like a bunch of free stuff. I don't remember what it is. Some color.
Just do it.
Some color changing tumbler. But look, you need them. This is the box that the 30 of these come in. And they're super awesome. I was like, we're going to give these out at some point to samples. We're going to be traveling, so they're beneficial for us to take with us too. Yeah. Anyways, so I gave it to him and I was like, hey, how'd you like it? And everybody thinks about the taste first, not the benefit. Not what it's doing for you. He's like, I could see his face and I was like, dude, be honest. Like, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. And he's like, I wasn't really a fan of the taste of it, but I mixed them together. So I'm not sure if that, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? To be honest, most people aren't a fan of the taste at first, but they are a fan of the outcome. And so if you try it a few times, your palate adapts to it, and then it actually begins to taste good, right? So that's most people's experience. You used to hate it, and I even saw you drink one of these, and you did not like this kind before.
This I can tolerate.
Sarit doesn't like the dragon fruit.
The dragon fruit, I will not drink. The watermelon, I like.
The watermelon is like...
This is me just being honest. Look, okay, so like in Linda's case, 20 minutes later, 20 minutes later it's going to kick in. Linda, how you feeling? I actually feel awake. What is this thing? You know what? In fact, if you'd like, I can give you a link that will allow you to get it with a discount. Would you like for me to do that? Oh, yes, that would be great. And then you might need to handle a couple of objections here and there, no problem. These are just people's complaints. It has nothing to do with you, everything to do with them. Money goes to problem solvers, and that's that.
Yeah, so, a lot of people have the same experience. I did not like it at first, and I kept trying it, and now I love it. I kept drinking it, and now I love it. Share that experience with somebody. You could even let them know, hey, you might not be a super fan of the flavor the first time you try this, unless it's the watermelon. I really believe that more people like the watermelon than the other ones. However,
I do too. That's
just based on the feedback I've heard from people. It's not a study that I did. But you can even let them know, hey, some people are not immediately a fan of the flavor. Just promise me that you'll try it consistently for a few times, because most people, and even myself, end up adapting after a while and actually turn to like it. So then they're like, okay, and then they expect it to be bad, which might make it actually better. Don't know. But anyways, you guys are awesome. Get some kind of information, like Sarit was saying, based on the way the conversation came about, based on if you just met them or if you already knew them, hey, how can I get in touch with you? I would love to know how you feel afterwards. And most people will be like, oh yeah, happy to tell you how I'll feel. Happy to tell you how I like it. Yeah.
John Maxwell calls it the law of reciprocity.
It is law of reciprocity.
When you help someone, they, like, let's say you just gave them something, they're not gonna say, oh, it'll be weird.
People want to give back if they've been given to.
Yeah.
So, whether maybe it's a Facebook or maybe it's a Instagram, and you follow them and then you can DM them. Maybe it's the phone number that you get. Get something. And so then you can follow back up with them to say, hey, I'm curious to know, how did you like the focus? Hey, I'm curious to know, how did you feel after you drank the hydro on your hike? Hey, I'm curious to know. And then you just start, the goal is just to get them back into a conversation about it.
Yeah.
So.
And then you can even follow it up by asking, what would be the best way to contact you?
Yeah.
Because sometimes getting somebody's phone number is ineffective, and also depending on the situation. Let's say if it's a person who a lot of people want their phone number, they like giving away their phone number may not be like something that they're going to be comfortable doing. So always leading with what would be the best way to contact you is the best way to get a hold of them and following up.
Yeah. So if you are a biz builder, it's required, you must order a box of the 30 focuses. If you order 2 of them today, you end up getting like a color changing tumbler and something else. I didn't even read it because I was like, well, I need those anyways, so I might as well do it today. And you need to get some of the single serve. Get like 10 single serves of the collagen and greens. Get 10 single serves of the lean. Get 10 single serves of the chocolate protein. Just then you have it. Get a couple of bags of the hydro sticks. I really want them to come out with the lemon lime hydro sticks.
And there is something that I feel compelled to share with you guys. I know that at this point in time, especially if you're kind of new to being a business builder, you might be thinking, man, all I've been doing so far is just spending money on these products. Now, here's the thing with business, you guys. You have to invest plenty before you start to see any fruits. That's just the reality of it. And network marketing is the cheapest way to invest in building your business. I'm telling you guys that from experience. So if you're not willing to invest in the sample box, then what needs to change is your thought process, just being honest, because you need to think like a business builder, not like most of society.
Yeah, and check it out. Look, when Sarit says you have to invest, like, it's not just money. Time, you're going to be underpaid for a while. But if you keep hustling and you keep putting in the work and you keep having the conversations and you keep following up and you keep trying, you will eventually be overpaid. Okay? So sweat equity, financial investment. If you don't invest in these to get people to try them, you're going to have a hard time opening as many opportunities for yourself.
And what you're going to find is that that's going to be people's objections, because your objections are your people's objections.
Yeah. So then if you're saying, it's too expensive to buy all these things, people are going to tell you it's too expensive and you will have nothing to say to it.
Yep. Because you believe it.
Because it's your same thing that you say, right? So you have a level of believability and you're like, yeah, you're right. It's too expensive. I'm not buying it either. How you buy is how you sell. Mm-hmm. How you buy is how you sell. Yeah. Sarit and I have invested so much money. That's why we have no problem telling you guys to invest money, because we do it. We are a product of the product.
We are concerned with where we're going more than we're concerned on where we are. And you guys should do the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're concerned with where you are, then that's your problem. And, you know, speaking about how you buy is how you sell, I'm just going to drop this too. You guys, we do have an entrepreneurship program called the 10X Accelerator, where we teach you how to market and how to sell. So if you're an X&D business builder or you're going on any sort of entrepreneurial venture, you definitely want to be a part of the 10X Accelerator program. And if you're interested in learning more about that, just go ahead and, you know, reach out to Erin or myself. We'll be happy to give you guys more information with regards to that. Or as a matter of fact, to anybody on our team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some of them are actually in the program too, and they can share with you, you know, their experience with regards to that. So that being said, you guys, that does it for today. We hope you found value from today's conversation. If you did find value from today's conversation, and if you are a team builder and you have people under you, guess what? You should do them and yourself a huge favor and share this video with them.
Anybody who purchases samples, any business builder that purchases a significant number of samples today, send me a message.
Yeah,
I want to help.
All right, you guys, that being said, we hope that you have a beautiful day. Keep reaching to the moon. Keep helping people. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.